Thank you, Ricardo. Good afternoon. This is the fourth time or fifth time that lithium is considered in these meetings. In other mining conferences, we have not had contacts with lithium, and also we have talked about brines that are rich in lithium, brines to be sized and explored. Well, our company belongs to Lithium Americas Corporation, and it has one of the largest lithium deposits in the world today. It has invested $20 million in the Salar de Cauchari project, and it is ready to invest $45 million more in the next 24 months to end the feasibility study. The company has completed a program of 40 drill holes with diamond drilling and reverse air circulation drilling, and this week is updating its inferred reserves to indicated and measured reserves. To carry out the final feasibility study, the services of high expertise a Chilean company has been hired, Worley Parsons, that has built the largest mine in the world in the Atacama Salar, and the partners for the project are Magna International and Mitsubishi Corporation that participate with interests that are highly marked in the project. We are accelerating the process of research in the project to end the feasibility study in the next 18 months. This has been said already, but this emphasizes what we said in the morning. 2 or 3 essential things. Lithium is here. It is a clean energy source with sustained demand and has projections of demand highly interesting for the near future. We see the curve here that shows the incidence of electric vehicles in the market. There has been a growth of 5%, and for 2020, the demand will triple at least under the current conditions. And in mid-2010, we have already a production deficit compared to the foreseen demand and what is expected for 2014. Here we have the 2 strategic partners of the project. Magna, that owns 13.3% of Lithium Americas. It is one of the largest companies that manufacture lithium in the world. Has a right to buy 25% of production in exchange of financing 25% of the plant construction with a credit without interest, and provide loans for 25% without interest. Mitsubishi Corporation owns 4.1% of Lithium Americas, one of the largest car manufacturers in the world. It has a right to buy 12.5% of the production in exchange of financing 12.5% of the plant construction with a credit without interest, and provide loans, additional loans. Electrical cars are already in the market. This is just to emphasize what was said before. There are hybrid cars, the pluggable hybrid electric cars, the electrical vehicles, and other hybrid transportation vehicles as the ones mentioned here, that undoubtedly will contribute to the increase of lithium demand in the near future. This has been said in the morning already. We are in one of the world's region that is rich in lithium. 83% of the world reserves are in this region, shared by Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia. Actually, 50% of the current lithium production comes from this region, and from lithium-rich brines lithium is produced, and its production is 40-50% cheaper than the solid or rock lithium extraction. These are the properties of the company in the north of Argentina. These are salars with lithium brines. We have 125,000 hectares in this region. And this reaffirms that they are located in a region that already produces lithium. Another lecturer said this in the morning. The zone from the logistical viewpoint, that is the Salar de Cauchari, is in one of the best locations nearby an international route near the Trans-Andes gas pipeline, with the possibility of using cellular phones, internet, and so on. There are very good conditions for logistics. It has the environmental permits until the final feasibility, and to end with the control of 100% of the properties, it is necessary to make investments of $2.5 million in the next 3 years. The exploration program developed last year considered 14 drill holes, defining inferred resources of 4.9 million tons of lithium carbonate, with an average concentration of 580 milligrams per liter of lithium, and a magnesium lithium ratio of 2.84, the same as explained in the morning. And today we have 14.7 million tons of potassium, with an average concentration of 0.48%. The exploration program for 2010 that just ended a couple of weeks ago included 26 additional drill holes, and the update of the resources estimation will be completed in late September. The reserves we have today locates us as the 6th lithium resource in brines in the world. We are below the large ones, but we are adequately positioned, and those resources of 4,900,000 tons of lithium carbonate are certified by 43101. The ones in green are the deposits that are in production, and in yellow we have the projects that are in the process of development. The 2010 drill hole campaign has achieved high contents of lithium, extending the mineralized zone, and the previous studies established that the resources achieved will be included in the category of measured and indicated resources. These are 3 drill holes that showed the brine with the levels of lithium that are more marked, and the potassium levels also are shown there, and also the magnesium lithium ratio that is from 2 up to a little bit more than 3. In the exploration works, there are 2 seismic topography lines, and we showed that the aquifers extend from the surface up to 400 meters deep. We have a record in drill holes about 350 meters deep. This is something difficult to do with mining methods. Now, the Salar de Cauchari has very productive aquifers with brines with high lithium content. There are at least 3 aquifers that are confined, and each aquifer is more than 50 meters thick. There's a high porosity in the salar based on diamond drill holes, and the airlift tests showed a high performance of the aquifers, as high as the ones that are allowed by the drill hole diameter. The Production test holes have started with large diameters under different pumping regimes. The information obtained will be used to design the drill hole fields necessary for production. This will be ended before the beginning of the next year. The Salar de Cauchari is a basin that is very deep with permeable layers. Compared with other brine deposits in the world, it has high porosity as it goes deeper, constituting a large capacity deposit. The grade is comparable with the mines that are in production. The magnesium ratio is low. The sulfate contents are high, and they open the possibility of other byproducts, and potassium is one of the most significant byproducts possible. And time is running, and at this moment the company works with the most advanced lab in situ. Here we're making evaporation tests in order to design and define which is the production method and lithium recovery from brines. The calculation made in the morning, none of the mines found behave the same. Each exploitation requires its own model. We can't use models from other mines. The lab tests to produce lithium carbonate will be started in late 2010. The company that has been hired for the engineering studies is Ada Worley Parsons. This is a Chilean company that has participated in the conceptual model and in the engineering of the most important lithium mine in the world, that is the Soquimich mine in Chile. With that, we ensure having low risks on time for the investments. Here we have the working schedule that is under development today. It's a schedule that is not worth it to be looked at in detail, but you can see that in late 2014 the production will be in full development and perhaps in steady state. The company, and this is very important for the ones who know the activities to be made, the company is always putting efforts in minimizing the impact on the communities and the environment. The laws of the companies are that this must be accepted by the corporation, but this must be accepted by the communities. There are anthropologists and psychologists participating, working full-time in the relationship with the communities. In our stand in the exhibit, you can find 2 members of the local communities that wanted to come with us. We invited them in order to express and manifest their interest in participating with the companies in the development of the resources. The corporate social responsibility plan has followed the Ecuador principles, and the company has signed contracts with the local communities for the social promotion through the creation of jobs, training, and access to additional infrastructure. Summing up, we have an inferred resource equivalent to the 6th lithium deposit in the world under the Toronto Stock Exchange. We have completed its program of advanced exploration of 40 drill holes, and we will make the final calculation for inferred resources, indicated resources, and measured resources. We have hired the most outstanding engineering company in the region to complete the studies until the feasibility study. The company has enough funds to reach the feasibility study stage, and it has strategic partners to work and a working team that is of excellence. Thank you very much.